What if it's all fake?
This is my opinion about Gypsy Rose. Watch to the very end because I am going to tell you something that I've not seen anybody on the internet say. And boy, is there a lot of shit on the internet about her. It's all my whole newsfeed is. So hold on, because I'm about to give you a twist and say something that I've not heard anybody say at all, which is kind of mind-blowing to me. So let me just start this off with, do you believe everything you see on the social media, on TV? Do you watch the news and believe it? Because if you do, then you're probably the person I'm talking about, just so you know. I'm just going to tell you from experience that I don't believe anything the news says. Definitely don't believe facts of it. It might have like a story of something that happened, but it's definitely not really what happened. They will say whatever they want to say happened and it not be the truth, for sure. Hell, they can't even get the weather right half the time. But that's not my point here. Gypsy Rose Blanchard, I was in prison with her. Nothing big. I don't care. I mean, I wasn't her roommate. I didn't even know what she did at the time when I met her. I didn't know till later, but I did know one thing, that she was a lame. She acted really immature. She loved attention. You can call it, she was a thought, whatever you want to say she was. She loved attention. She act like she had all kinds of money, and she had people that used her for money. So there's that. Now, that's not my point of this. So I thought about going to do all the, do my homework and get all the screenshots and all the proof of what I'm about to tell you. But you know what? Fuck that. Want to know why? Because I don't have to. There's so much shit on the social media. My whole newsfeed is full of shit about her. If you've not already seen this, then I am to tell you that you need to wake up. Wake up. Because it's right in front of you. Do you not know that half of this shit on social media and on the news and on anything that has like headlines is fake? It's fake. I don't believe it. Granted, I know Gypsy went to prison because I was there, but Gypsy did less time than I did for rugs. Okay? You following me? I am telling you what people have not said. When you go look on CaseNet, you go look up Missouri CaseNet, and you put her name in, and you're going to scroll all the way down. The first thing that's put on the docket entries is some news station, some big Hollywood weird person, news journalist, or some journalist or someone like that. There is hundreds of them all wanting permission to either join, like for the hearing or for whatever, some court thing that's going on. Hearing, preliminary, whatever. So I can guarantee you that these people, this was going on way prior to that. She sold this story way before that. Not to mention, I'll give whatever, the beauty influencer and that other girl, I don't know her name, I watched her last night. One thing I can say is that I don't care for some of her content, the beauty of the influencer. She's done some things I think are untasteful, but I will give her this. She did her homework, because they went back and looked up everybody connected to this case, like where they all stand, who they have ties with, who do they know, what are they, it's crazy. And so, which I already knew these things without even having to look it up, because I'm from Missouri. I was locked up with Gypsy. I know all about small town corruption. I know about big town corruption. I know about corruption within the law and our government, because trust me, I do. I've been on the other end of it. I've been that person that they totally did dirty. Believe that. So my point of this is that yes, I knew that was all happening without ever having to actually look it up. I guarantee you, I'd bet a child on it. That's how much I know. So what I'm trying to tell you is, I question the whole thing. Is this all an act? Was she paid to do her little bit of time? Is this all an act to go to prison? Is Dee Dee dead? Is this real? Is any of this real? Considering the fact that she's been on TV, she's gone to Hollywood, she's been to Universal Studios, she's been to Disney World, she's got free homes, she's been on TV. How many times? She's met famous people. Isn't it weird? Good story, isn't it? That they painted out, and for this to happen, to make all this money off of. Because don't think that she's the first one. Charles Manson, that's another. So many of the serial unalivers in the past, this is the same situation. All allegedly, though. This is all alleged. Do your own research, look into it for yourself. But when I tell you Hollyweird is real, and don't think that they're above something like this, because they're not. And how much money have they made off this? And I'd do 8.5 years too if I knew I'd be worth $3 million and some more, and make all this money and sit in prison so fat. She went to store every Friday and spent the most. She didn't do time. That ain't time. First off, prison in Missouri is like Girl Scouts. I ain't lying. It ain't nothing for real. Especially got someone holding you down like that. I could have done that sitting on the toilet. Time ain't rough unless you roughing it. When you're trying to figure out how to get shampoo and conditioner type shit. Can't even send a letter. You know what I mean? That's rough time. She didn't do no rough time. So I'm just saying, I don't believe any of it. I think it's all bullshit. I think this was all for money. I don't believe nada. So there's that. Tell me what you think about that. I ain't heard no one say no shit like that. I think it's all bullshit. All for a Hollywood story. Yep. And I guess that's why she doesn't, say she's a murderer or think she did anything, because she really didn't. It's all bullshit. This is all bullshit. This whole story is bullshit. You've got the same pictures of Gypsy repeatedly online. It's the same pictures. Show me something else. Yeah. Yep. I know what it is. I don't believe it. She got paid for some damn story for Hollyweird to make some money. It ain't the first time this has happened, so there's that. Look into that. Yep, thank you. I know this is a long video. If you watch to the end, give me a like, a share, or follow, or something. I'm going to go dive more into detail, but not right now. Good night, good day. My TikTok friends and family, I want to say something before I end this video, which I already did, but here I am again. Stay woke. Pay attention. Be smarter than the rest. Think about how this story can resemble other stories. Think about, be smarter, think outside the box. Really, really pay attention. And you will see that there is actors, and there is people paid to make stories. Most of the things you're seeing right now on your newsfeed, anything about unaliving or people that are gone missing, more than half of them are not real. And I hate to say it, but the ones that get the most attention, those ones usually aren't. Remember I said that. Try to have a good discernment. Listen and hear what you're saying, hear what they're saying, and see how it hits you. If it hits you and it's something that you might believe, try not to be so easily tricked. Open your eyes, guys.
What is a crisis actor? A crisis actor, also known as an actor patient or actor victim, is a trained actor, role player, volunteer, or other person engaged to portray a disaster victim during emergency drills to train first responders such as police, firefighters, or EMS personnel. Crisis actors are used to create high-fidelity simulations of disasters in order to allow first responders to practice their skills and help emergency services to prepare and train in realistic scenarios as part of full-scale disaster exercises. The term has also been used by conspiracy theorists who claim that some mass shootings and other terror events are staged for the advancement of various political objectives, such as to advance gun control measures. Welcome to Central Casting, the leading background casting company in the entertainment industry. Want to get on sets of your favorite movies and TV shows? At Central Casting, we book hundreds of background actors, stand-ins, and doubles every day. Complete your application to being talent onboarding. And as I scroll down, you can see this company is in Louisiana. From my blog written in October 2021. Is the Gabby Petito story a false flag? I've gotten a lot of comments on my videos about Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie, saying it's all a false flag and no one has been murdered. It's a fake story by the FBI to distract us from the vax, the audit in AZ, Afghanistan, and the volcanoes. Everything that is really going on. I hope this is true and that this 22-year-old girl is still alive. I don't know what to believe about all of this. I looked up Florida crisis actors. Many people believe the shooting in 2018 at Parkland School was a false flag with crisis actors. One of the victims of this shooting was Chris Hickson, the coach from the school. I noticed that he looked similar to Joe Petito, Gabby's dad. People are saying there are codes in the names. Gabby Petito equals small talk. Brian Laundrie equals brainwashed. What do you think? Are we being played by the media, or was this young girl really murdered by her fiancé? Also, Steve Bertolini, allegedly the Petito's attorney, and Joe Petito, Gabby's father, look like the same person. At least they do to me. It's like they are putting it right in our face that it's a false narrative.
It's not easy getting by, living each day without you.
This song, titled Irreplaceable, came out after the Sandy Hook school shooting back in 2012. The music video shot right here on Long Island. The two little boys in the video, Gabby Petito's younger brothers, and Gabby, also in the video, holding a sign that says she's irreplaceable.
And it's just ironic that she's in this video.
Long Island native Deb Henson wrote, produced, and sang the song. Now, after Gabby's death, she says it has a whole new meaning.
How did Gabby and her younger brothers end up as part of this music video? Could it be because they were actors? Even crisis actors? And don't get me started on Sandy Hook. I could talk for hours on how that was a lot of crisis actors in a messed up fake situation. But back to Gypsy Rose. Could the whole story have been a staged event? DD was never murdered? The crime photos are all fake? Nicholas Gojon isn't really spending life in prison? What do you think? In case you don't think that the news would ever lie to you, consider this next video.